All right, let's talk about something really important. Think of this as a little one-on-one coaching session, just you and me. We're going to tackle the number one thing that holds so many people back from making real progress in the gym, that nagging fear of getting hurt. So if you've ever felt a little intimidated or worried about an injury, this is for you. We are going to build a rock-solid plan so you can work out with total confidence.
Does this look familiar? You know, that moment of hesitation, that little voice in your head asking, am I about to do this wrong? Am I going to tweak my back, pull a muscle? Trust me, it's a completely normal feeling, and it doesn't matter if you're brand new to this or you've been at it for years.
And here's the thing, that fear is totally valid, but it absolutely, positively does not have to be the thing that stops you from getting stronger. Today, we're going to replace all that uncertainty with a clear, science-backed plan that will have you walking into that gym feeling prepared, powerful, and ready to go. So let's start with the first and maybe the most misunderstood part of any workout.
Okay, first things first. We need to completely change the way we think about warming up. Seriously, it is not some chore you just rush through to get to the real workout. The warm-up is the workout. It's where you literally activate your strength, prep your nervous system, and set the entire stage for a great session.
This analogy, it's perfect. It just nails the idea. You wouldn't get in a car on a freezing day, immediately redline the engine, and expect it to perform well, would you? Of course not. Your body is the exact same. Jumping straight into heavy lifts without proper prep is just asking for trouble. And honestly, you're leaving a ton of strength on the table. And if you need some hard numbers, look at this. This is huge. The science is incredibly clear on this. A proper, well-structured warm-up can cut your risk of getting injured by up to half. I mean, think about that for a second. 10, maybe 15 minutes of smart preparation can literally be the difference between making consistent gains week after week and being stuck on the couch. And warming up isn't just about playing defense against injury. Nope, it's pure offense. Research actually shows it can boost your maximum strength output by up to 5%. That's like getting free strength just by showing up a little early and doing the right things. It means you're stronger from your very first heavy set. So what does a smart, scientific warm-up actually look like? Well, I can tell you it's not just jogging on the treadmill for 5 minutes and calling it a day. We're going to build a real protocol here, and it all starts by fixing a really, really common mistake. For literally decades, we were all taught to do static stretching. You know, the kind where you hold a stretch for 30 seconds before we worked out. But it turns out modern science shows that can actually make you a little weaker and decrease your power. It doesn't really get you ready for lifting. The smart way, the modern way, is all about dynamic stretching. That means active movement. You can save those long, relaxing static holds for after your workout is done. So what exactly is dynamic stretching? It's really simple, actually. We're just actively moving our body through the same ranges of motion we're about to use in our workout. We're not holding still, we are moving. This gets the blood flowing, it improves your mobility for the task ahead, and it basically wakes everything up.
Okay, here it is, your blueprint. The perfect warm-up has 3 simple phases. First up, general activation. Just 5 minutes of light cardio, think bike, rower, whatever, just to get your body temperature up. Phase 2, specific mobility. This is where you do 3 to 5 minutes of those dynamic stretches, focusing on the joints you're about to train. And finally, Phase 3, neuromuscular activation. This is all about waking up that mind-muscle connection and grooving the actual movement pattern you're about to load up.
And here are some awesome examples for that second phase. Let's say it's a leg day. You're going to be doing things like leg swings and body weight squats. If it's an upper body day, maybe some arm circles and cat-cows for your back. You see the pattern? The movements are active, and they directly relate to what you're about to train. Now that brings us to phase 3, which is honestly the most critical part for building not just strength, but confidence. This is the secret sauce. This is how we bridge the gap from just being warm to being ready to work, and we do it using what are called ramp-up sets. I want you to burn this sentence into your brain. Starting with an empty bar is not a sign of weakness. It is the hallmark of a professional. I promise you, every single experienced lifter on the planet does this. It lets you practice the movement perfectly to dial in your technique before you add any real weight. It is all about activation and technique, not ego. This table right here, this is your roadmap to confidence. Just look at how it works. You start with the empty bar for higher reps just to lock in that perfect form. Then you make small, calculated jumps in weight, but for fewer reps each time. Every single set is preparing your body and your brain for the next, heavier load. So by the time you actually get to your working weight, your body is totally ready, and more importantly, your mind knows you can handle it because you just build up to it step by step. And hey, don't just take it from me. This is a direct quote from a conversation between experienced lifters. They know the secret. They've learned it through years of training. They start light, they practice the movement, and they build up slowly. This is exactly how you train safely and effectively for the long haul. So we've covered the why and the how. Now let's put it all together into a simple, actionable plan that you can literally take with you to the gym for your very next workout. This is how we turn all this knowledge into actual results.
Here it is, your new checklist. It's simple. You're going to dedicate 10 to 15 minutes to a real warm-up. No more of that old school static stretching beforehand. You're going to follow the 3 phases: light cardio, then dynamic stretches, and then your ramp-up sets, always starting with the empty bar. And the most important point of all, your focus is on perfect form, not just heavy weight. That right there is the ultimate secret to staying injury-free and getting strong for life.
So there you have it. You now have the exact blueprint that's used by pros and backed by science to train safely and build massive confidence. That fear of the unknown, it's gone, because now you have a plan. The only question left is, are you ready to go put it into action?